Multiplayer. We got to bring up multiplayer. We played multiplayer. You can look on the Halo. We can look on my YouTube channel for some early Halo 5 multiplayer maps. I know I didn't do too good.
Getting beat.
I was terrible. We should have recorded off your system.
There's definitely been some changes I noticed for multiplayer. First of all weapons can be zoomed in now, and Firewise zoomed in.
Spartan abilities are all Spartan abilities now, and new Spartan abilities are brought in, obviously.
New Spartan abilities are brought in. Everyone has a Spartan ability to start off with, I believe. There's not too much more that's been released a lot about multiplayer at the moment. We know there's some new maps, of course.
Robbie, there are two major things I want to bring up, and there's one thing I want to ask you about. Now, obviously, we played the beta, and many people out there will have played the beta, and we're not going to be bringing anything new because all this stuff has already been talked about. After the beta, E3 happened, and basically we know now that these multiplayer maps are going to be expanded in a way that this is like huge. You're going to have probably a huge modding scene, basically, with an expanded forge, much larger arenas to fight along in, certainly much larger than the maps we played during the beta time, which is great, because there's a lot of, since Halo 3, Halo creativity is a big deal. And that's fine, that's great.
And that actually reminds me as well. I remember reading up a couple days ago, actually, that they are going to now have not customized, but options for your assassinations. So as you rank up and unlock new things, you have different assassinations that you can unlock.
I did not know about that.
Perform on it when you do the assassination, so there's different moves that you can...
I did not know about that. There is one thing I don't need to speculate about because they did announce this when they were starting to show off what the Halo Collector's Editions were going to look like. Particularly, they said that a lot of this stuff is going to be based upon ordnance drops. I think they're bringing a little bit of Destiny in this because it looked to me like, it very much felt like random cards. Like you complete achievements or objectives and you earn credits and then you get random cards and that'll give you things that can either be aesthetic or loadout drops and affect that.
Rare, very rare, common,
exactly,
uncommon, all those types of things.
That might be part of that system. Now, I know for a fact that anybody that picks up the Limited Collector's Edition or the Collector's Edition of Halo 5 is going to get a download code for a exclusive Elite Ordnance or something along those lines. You're going to have a download code for something to start off with in multiplayer. That's confirmed. We've seen it. You'll have that if you pick up a Limited Collector's Edition. That said, is this right? Is this the right way to go? Because I don't play Destiny. I guess I'll keep people playing.
It's an argument that's going to be ongoing for a long time. People love Halo the way it was originally set up as multiplayer, and people love it the way it is now. I personally like the older, simpler style, but the way that it's going isn't necessarily bad either. I guess it's all going to be time to see. It's going to take time for us to see, learn, and just get used to it pretty much.
When I played the game in the beta, the netcode was stable. It ran pretty well. Performance was great on the Xbox One. I think they're even aiming for 60 frames on this game. What did you think? You played it more recently. You said you played it at PAX East this year. How did it play for you there?
It played very well there.
What did you play?
It was basically the same maps we played on. It was pretty neat fighting against they had a little bit bigger of games going on. It was interesting. Personally, I think what a lot of people are going to have a tough time adjusting to is now that every single weapon you can zoom in on and fire from zoomed in point. Me personally, I didn't even use them at all, other than the battle rifle and the DMR, which always had the zoom. On the assault rifle, I was still just firing normally. It's going to be some getting used to because they're definitely adding a lot of new things in the multiplayer, and they haven't released everything or announced everything that's going to be in the new multiplayer. And I haven't seen anything about any new maps other than the 2 that they had during the beta. I don't know about you.
There were more that were added to the beta later on for new game types. I know that. There are other ones that they've shown. I don't know too much about the extra maps. I know that they're going to have big maps. I know that they're going to have small maps. The maps look interesting, fine. I'm not much of a Halo multiplayer fan, to be perfectly honest, but I will give this a play. I'm sure people are going to be... Here's the thing. For a lot of people, they think that maybe Halo 3 could have been it for when it came to multiplayer. Or Halo 2 was it. Or Halo 1 was it. They're trying something new. Halo 4, they tried something new. Halo Reach, they tried something new.
I personally loved the way Reach was set up. I loved how you still had that classic Halo setup where you start off in each game mode with your specific weapon. You couldn't create a clash or nothing, but you're still able to customize your character very differently throughout the entire thing, and you earn.
Well, you had the
space
ordinances
you
and
did.
stuff like that in Halo Reach. You
There
could,
weren't. Were there ordinances?
yeah, there you basically you could pick what you wanted to start off with. Basically, you would have
Yeah, that
options.
is,
You would unlock
you did
options.
have some options.
There were a lot of
That is
unlock. If you ask me, that's really, and Halo 4 did this too. That I think worked well.
Yeah.
Ordnance starting off, that one you can argue about, but I like that as you progressed, you unlock new armor
Yeah.
types. It built up to something basically,
Yeah.
and then there'll be achievements that you can earn stuff out. In fact, actually, this is confirmed. It was live in the beta. It will be live for Halo 5. Master Chief players that have certain achievements in Master Chief Collection will unlock exclusive armor for Halo 5. That's been confirmed. It worked in the beta. It is being ported over to the final version, so if you have certain achievements in Master Chief Collection, get them because you'll be able to play them in Halo 5. Cool stuff. Really cool stuff. But, I don't know. The random game type thing might run people the wrong way, but...
Yeah. Then they're also bringing up whether they haven't announced yet whether they have kept it or not. They were talking about whether or not the veto system was going to be the veto.
I haven't heard about that. You'll talk about, yeah.
I didn't hear much whether it was confirmed or not. I was watching this discussion online whether asking people whether they preferred it or didn't, and I personally prefer it. Being able to skip maps they don't like, it doesn't always work in your favor, but I like having the option there to be able to do that.
Well, fair enough. And yeah, I mean, I've seen people veto maps I enjoy and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know, it's like majority rules. Yeah. Again, we could circle around what is, what isn't.
Yeah.
Post a comment if you have your own decisions on
We
that.
do
one.
know though that Forge and Veer will be back in Halo 5.
Well, that's good. That's
so
good.
I'd love that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Forge player, as you know.
Yeah.
I've made tons of maps in Reach and Halo 4, and I just love making maps. And I'm glad. I'm hoping to see some new options and abilities in Forge, and I'm really looking forward to that.
That's good. That's really good. I'm happy about that because with the bigger maps and arenas, then you're going to be able to have more capabilities in Forge because you'll have a larger canvas, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's going to make a lot of modders
Especially
happy.
now that it's going to be the first one released on Xbox One. It can hold a lot more spaces. It allows a lot bigger map with a lot more pieces you can put down, and it's not confined to a smaller limit. Like
And we've got the
Halo
hard
system.
drive, so a lot of
Yes.
data can be held in there too. Basically, yeah, there's a lot of positives for having the Xbox One as the platform of choice for Halo 5,
Yeah.
definitely.